Greetings, hello, welcome on in, guys. Unoptimized Fool from the closet. Glad you can make it. So again, Warcraft Direct, I'm going to be talking about this for the next couple days, okay? And basically, geez whiz, I want to talk about Classic here. Now, there's a lot of things to talk about Classic, but this video is dedicated towards Classic Refresh. Classic. Now, if you don't know what this is, Blizzard has released a 20th anniversary Classic Refresh, meaning that all new characters, all new realms, and what's cool about it is there are PvE, PvP, and hardcore realms for this new server. So now you're probably wondering, when is it going to go live? Is it going to go live next year? Is it going to go live in about a month? No, it's going live next Thursday. So today is Friday, so that means that we are only 6 days away from the release of this new content. So it's super fast and super, it's going to be approaching. Now they did say that this refresh is going to be going through the normal swings of things, right? The different phases, and it will be transitioning into the Burning Crusade Classic. So we're kind of having, I think what we're going to see is, again, we'd had the announcement for Mr. Pandaria Classic. I don't think they're going to go any further. I think what's going to happen is they're just going to keep refreshing, maybe, potentially. So eventually we're going to have Classic, and just really riding that nostalgia line. But honestly, I'm not too mad about this. Again, I think this is the only time they can do refresh for me to be like, it isn't too bad. Again, I originally went through the classic version of the expansion, but I didn't go past Molten Core. I think I want to go past Molten Core this time because again, retail sucked me back in, but I think I can balance between the two. Potentially, I might have to play more and more. But that's okay because we're eating good. So again, it's going to go through the normal phases, and hardcore is even included too. Obviously, I won't be doing hardcore. I might do a PvP realm, but I'm actually going horde this time. Don't tell my alliance friends at all, because man oh man, have I disappointed them. But obviously I just want a different perspective. But yeah, Classic Refresh is here. It's going to be live next Thursday, and it kind of talks about there's a lot of different things now in the Classic ecosystem, right? We have the Classic Refresh. We have just normal Classic, right? We're on Cataclysm. Eventually we'll be going to Miss Pandaria Remix. Not Remix. I keep saying Remix. I'm sorry. Okay. Miss Pandaria Classic. We also have Season Discovery. We also have Hardcore, right? Now this is kind of like a new rendition of Hardcore. So that's also getting refreshed. So we have kind of like 3 main tracks for Classic right now, which is kind of crazy. So now obviously Season Discovery is another video another day, but it just brings up the question of like, what are we doing? I mean, obviously I think this is going to be a rotation that we're going to see to the end of time. I mean, again, I can see them doing, obviously Miss Pandaria Classic, but Warlords of Draenor, Legion potentially, Battle for Azeroth, Shadowlands. Do you think they're going to do a Shadowlands Classic? Do you think they want to relive that? Unless they do, where these new expansions, they do cut content. But that's beside the point, right? We're not talking about that. Classic Refresh, again, it's going to be the base game. It's not going to be like Season Discovery. There's not going to be any ruins. There's not going to be any extra content. It's just going to be the original content that was available to players from 2004 to around 2006-7, right? So again, it's just going to be that content. Now also too, guys, you don't have to fully rush, right? You don't have to fully rush inside of Classic Refresh, because there's going to be 3 weeks between the launch of Classic Refresh to when Molten Core and Elixir will be available. So I have about 3 weeks to get there. Now for the hardcore player, that's going to be easy. For the the above average player like me, it's going to be doable, but a lot of work. And then casual is probably not. But and then of course they're going to be having a party system. So normally it's not going to be like the Lich King party dungeon where they just queue up. Think about the how mythic queuing works in retail, right? And apply that to the new system inside this Classic server. So technically it's still a bit of a Classic Plus situation, but it's not that not too much change. So obviously finding parties inside of Classic in the Burning Crusade was a bit different because of no dungeon finder. Now this won't be the automatic dungeon finder. It'll just be like, again, the mythics, right? So someone puts up a group, you apply for it, they invite you in, then you guys meet up and go to the dungeon. So you still have that social aspect, but you have a little bit more grouping potential. Also, guys, Dragon kill points is going to be banned inside of all the versions except obviously in EU and US servers. So it's good to see that because, again, sometimes that system can be a little bit toxic. But, guys, what do you think about Classic Refresh? Is it kind of getting ridiculous? Technically, this is Classic Classic. When will Classic come out? So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.